Hey guys, Nate from the 80/20 Drummer. And real talk, I've been a little bit slow getting lessons out to you guys this summer. So I sat down, I had to think about it, and I thought, what would it look like if I made a video a week, 2 videos a week? So this week I've been shedding some Eric Harland-esque vocabulary, and for some reason I'm super bullish on the tambourine on the rack tom. I also have our David R's cowbell here that I've been lassoing to the kick drum, but I need to get a post that's a little higher because I'm using the 18 this week. But in broad strokes, I think that one of the most difficult things to do improvising is to play over a triplet based groove at a slow tempo and to play 16ths in orientation to the triplet being the quarter note. So what that means is if your beat is like triplet, triplet, and I'm going to totally contradict myself. What I meant to say was 8ths. So it's pretty easy if you're playing at a tempo like this to play, you know, but what I've been getting into is actually playing the double time to that. So you're still at this tempo, 3, 4. And when I really get that stuff cracking, I know that when it's hitting is when I can kind of just let my hands go. Because there are certain regimes over which I'm just comfortable. So right, what am I doing? I'm playing in 4, like 3, 4. But it's a lot more difficult to do. Like say that same pulse, say you kept that same pulse, like, but you had to play it over a triplet groove. So let me even think if I can do the math. Right? So instead of 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. So let me play those both for you. So 3, 4. I don't even know what meter I devolved it to. And the reason why is that I've been practicing playing those triplets over 7. So I promise I'm going to get to something concrete here. But hopefully, I don't know, it's like the exposition to a clinic, right? Like, I don't want to consider this showing off because I'm leaving all my screw-ups in. So I think the difference between showing off and just playing honestly is I'm not editing out anything. Now, mark my words, we do sometimes edit out stuff, but it's usually to keep stuff shorter and more clear for you guys. But I'm leaving all my mistakes in this case. But what I have been shedding is that framework over 7. And now let me get to the point, because I want to give you a really simple framework to play this Eric Harland style beat over triplets in 7. So our basic pulse is just 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 5 triplet, 6 triplet, 7 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 5 triplet, 6 triplet, 7 triplet. So that's our tempo, right? And I've been practicing this with the metronome on the last triplet. So 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So on the top of that, I've been practicing those sort of augmented triplet ideas, like double-timed triplet ideas. But let me first show you the sort of basic scaffold I've been doing for that. So that, hopefully I can remember this. And if I can't, I'll ask Surgeon to edit that out, because I'm not claiming I play this perfect every time, but I don't want to waste your time with my screw-ups on this. So I think it is 5, 6, 7. So it's super simple, and it's almost a little like a bata beat. You could put the middle triplet on the cross stick, so 5, 6, 7. And one thing that bata drummers like to do is they like to do this triplet, triplet. So let me see if I can remember the speed I was playing. It was. So let me throw in a couple of those bata offset, I don't even know what to call them, batas, we'll say that. Where you see those a lot is the bata is 3 drums, 2-headed drums, and the lead drum's the big one. And very often the player of the big drum, there's a small head on the left side that you hit with a slap technique similar to a conga, and that's where they'll do that. So let's play that Harland beat with the bata embellishment. 5, 6, 7. Right, so that's one thing you could do with that. And then another thing I like to do, I don't want to just segue past that, but it's an idea. It'll be transcribed for you, so you can mess with it. And you'll notice that when the bata embellishment overlaps with the kick drum, I just take the kick drum out. So that's part of this framework I use, which I go into deeper in my course. A lot of you guys are in my course already, but I call it the looping exercise. So let's put the left hand on the snare drum again, but practice keeping that same choreography, but embellishing some things with rim shots so they'll pop out of that framework. And I promise this is going to get closer and closer to Harland territory. Cool. So 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the next thing is if you're playing on a dry textural surface like the tambourine, yeah, keeping it clean, or a rack tom or floor tom rim, which is a classic. I love to play on that, even when I'm practicing ride cymbal beats, is that you can start to do clave-ish type things. So the classic clave for that 12/8-ish triplet thing, we're back in 4 now, would be 3, 4. Right, so it's very downbeaty and upbeaty. It's very different than what you would play on the cymbal if you were walking with a bass player, like. Right, it's much more propulsive. So it's Latin-y. It evokes a Latin sort of feel. To be correct, I should say Afro-Cuban sort of feel. So our beat again, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to clavify the right hand, and I'm just going to improvise with this a little bit. And my intrepid transcribers, either Jesse or Tyler, will transcribe whatever I play. One reason I'm able to make a lot more lessons for you guys. 5, 6, 7. So did I figure out a beat ahead of time? No, I'm playing improvisationally over that. Jesse or Tyler, good luck to you. Try to get 2 bars of that. But again, this is reality. We're not necessarily, if it's a coordination exercise or if we're trying to capture a drum part on the kit, that's when it's really important to hew exactly to the beat we played before. But you know, I'm sort of into minimum effective beats, so it's like you're playing this over a song. And I am sort of maintaining that basic clave, which it's like 3-2-ish, but it's 7-ified. So like, so it's like 1.5 cycles through the clave. There are other versions of that. There are 2-3-ish ones. You can get super deep down the rabbit hole with that, and it depends a lot on the melody of the tune you're playing. But okay, so I promise I'm bringing this full circle. So now I'm going to combine some snare drum embellishments with that clavified thing in 7 that I'm doing. And I promise I'll show you some improvisational tricks to embellish that afterwards. So 5, 6, 7. Let's actually play it. 5, 6, 7. And then finally you can work in the left hand, because one of the best things about the Harland kit that Roland needs to have a V drum setting that's called Harland is of course you've got the FX over here on the left side, so you definitely want to take advantage of that trashy sound. So let me improvise on that for a hot second. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. Okay, so let me give you a couple of quick licks to play over the top of this if you wanted to do kind of like a, you know. I think I came out on one. Let's see. So yeah, one I really like is And this doesn't even need to really be referenced to a beat, but just 3, 4. Right, so that's in 4. 2, 3, 4. So that's something my body already knows how to do. So what would that look like over the top of triplets, right? 5, 6, 7. Ha! Let's do it a little slower. 5, 6, 7. Right? So you get like 5, I don't know. I'm not going to count the cycles for you. But that's one thing that you can do. And then okay. So another pattern from 4 that sounds super great over that triplet, which gives it that kind of like hemiola quarter note over the top of like 4/6 type of vibe, is right. So again, 4, 2, 3, 4. So what would that sound like over 7 over the top of our triplets? Oh gosh, I've bitten off a lot. 5, 6, 7. Try that one more time. 5, 6, 7. So just between those two, now I'm actually going to try to. Okay, so if we do an alternation between the two of them in 4, it would just be 2, 3, 4. Right? So what would that sound like over triplets over 7? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try that again to make sure I'm nailing it. 5, 6, 7. I'm close. I'm going to get it. 5, 6, 7. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. I got it. Okay, guys, so this is the first of a few lessons I'm shooting back to back, which again are just sort of Nate's stream of consciousness. Also, I'm doing some work on the coaching course this month. And we're going to do a launch for the coaching course. That's the 80/20 coaching course, which is like 6 to 9 months of studying with me for, let's keep it real, around the cost of 2 lessons. But 6 months of study with somebody, what would you pay for that? Not only that, transcribed for you, HD video, etc. So I'm going to be making a round of revisions to the course, and then I'm re-releasing it to you guys before the price goes up. So if you're watching this in July, you want to make sure you get on the list so that you're ready for that opportunity to grab the coaching course before I raise the price. And I have the perfect opt-in gift for you guys. If you click on the screen right here, you'll get my 3 videos in 3 weeks series. If you've already opted in, already gotten the series, you'll hear about the launch automatically. But most drummers suffer from some version of the same 3 mistakes. The 3 videos will take you through that. It really is the 80/20. A lot of stuff that we're working on, especially the stuff that we're working on because we don't want to use our brains, is not making us better as quickly. By focusing on the few difficult things, you guys who really want to see progress, who want to know what it feels like to get closer to play like Mark Juliana, Marcus Gilmore, your drum heroes, check it out. 3 videos that'll improve your playing in 3 weeks. Click on the screen right there. Dudes, Nate from the 80/20 Drummer. It's been fun. I'll be back at you very soon for another lesson of the week, or maybe even lesson of the bye week. See you soon.